Hey guys, welcome back to another session of Evony with Genghis on server 68. So this is another or subscriber request video. Someone asked me a while back and I just never got around to it, so sorry about that, but all the duty officers in the game, and by duty officers what we mean is when you click on a building, can you add a duty officer? So those two do not have one. That the three does not have one. This one has one. So when you can add a duty officer, they add special benefits, right? And I usually have her sitting in there just hiding so she doesn't show up in my rallies. And then if I ever get into trouble, I just right there. She's always at the top. That's my archer general. And anyways, so all the duty officers. So there are different duty officers that are meant to go on buildings. So most of the ones you see here are not the proper duty officer for this building. But when you find one, they actually give you something specific, right? So I'll just go through these one at a time. So the research factory has no special duty officer or no specific duty officer, right? There is a special duty officer, and you can get their benefits by having them at the top here. But this is actually one of the most useless duties because you could just put anybody in there at any time and get your benefit. It's not an ongoing benefit you want, and this would only be if you need to make research stones. But later in the game, research stones are pretty easy to come by when you have a larger alliance and you're running Vikings all the time. So there's really no need for this one. I wish they'd change it to refined stones. Now that would be something, but they wouldn't, because that's one of the things that they charge lots of people lots of money for. So let's just continue to go through these. The embassy does not have a special duty officer. I would think they would have one, but or a specific duty officer, sorry. But here I use William Wallace. He gets to the max and that's it. But as we continue to go on here, again, the War Hall does not have a duty officer, but we'll get into that in a minute. The Academy has a special duty officer. I actually have him right here, so we can look at him. So in the Academy, I have this guy, Luigi Mundiak, and if you look at his powers, if you make him the Academy duty officer, he will increase the speed by 20%. So that is excellent because he's already giving me 25%, but I get another 20% on top of that with the special guy. So the barracks and the archer camp and the workshop and the stables, those are your 4 troop builders. They all can use a special duty officer, and I'm going to show you exactly which one for all of them. So I'll go through the 3 that I have first. So first you have John Portugal. He's in the fragments. Everybody can use him. And if he's your duty officer, you get 5% HP, attack, and defense, and he increases the training speed. Now, they're all the same here, okay? So I'll just go through them quick. This is Oleg. He does the stables and exact same thing. He gives you 5%, all of the PvP-related stuff, and 20% training speed. And then where's the other guy here? This guy, Guan Rayul, he is the siege machine guy, and same thing, 5% everything and 20% speed. Now, I don't have the other guy, but I will get him for you and show you. And he is in the Arab world, I believe. Yes, he is. Here he is, Abdul Rahman the First, and once again, exact same skills down there. Now, when you look at the rest of the buildings here, there is no special person for the warehouse. The hospital has a special person. So if you look at the hospital special duties, so mine is a special officer. I get the 30 and 50, but there's actually a specific guy, and he is in Europe, I believe, Skanderberg. And yeah, here he is, and he increases the capacity by 25%. I wish he would increase the speed of healing as well, but he does not. So you have to get his specialties done to increase the speed, because the capacity isn't as important as you get later in the game. Like, I have 40 million plus troops. My hospital's not going to cover a lot. If I drop bubble, I am in serious trouble. And then you're relying on troop soul, and I'll do a video on that, explaining that in the future. So Forge has no specific officer. Obviously, the wall has many specific duty officers you could put there as your wall general. And then we have the trap factory. This has a special duty officer, so we will look at this. And if you put a special duty officer on trap, building speed and damaged stuff, but there's actually a better power here. So it's Askia Muhammad, and he actually will increase your in-city siege machine attack by 25% if he's your trap officer. So this is awesome. This is a guy you really want because siege attack is important. Now the keep, I use Dimitri. He's not the specific officer, but if you look at the maximum, you'll get 25 construction speed and 50% training capacity. But if you actually use the specific person, and he's in Russia, and right here, if he's the keep officer, you will get a 20% increase. I believe they added another guy recently as well. See if I could find right here. This is the other guy, Zhu Liang. When he's the keep officer, this is a new addition. So you have two options now for a keep officer. This guy will increase construction speed 20%. So that's a nice little addition by Evony to give us a second one. Now, Holy Palace, you have to be 35 to have this duty unlocked, and there is no specific person for it, but it's a very difficult one. You need 1,350 of attack and defense to get it. Now, this is one of the most important ones in the game to get, and it's the rally spot. And if you go to your rally spot and you have a duty officer, you get 25% march size increase and 50% extra. Now, there's a special guy right here, and here he is, little Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and he will give you, I'll just click on him to get right in on him, and he'll give you another 5%, and he increases your troop attack and HP by 5% when he's on there and you're attacking. So that is a very special thing to have. And then other than that, the only building left is the archer towers. And if you look at the archer tower, all the way down at the special, you'll get tower attack 150%, but there is a specific duty officer you can put in there, and it is Ban Chow. And again, I'll click on him, and he will give you 20% range attack and reduce the enemy mount by 20%. So those are all of the duty officers that you should be trying to get. They are all very helpful. You should definitely try and get as many as you can. Now, lots of them you can only receive in, if you go in Battle Shop here and you look for the, see if I can get lucky here and find one. And I did not, but you can find epic packs in here where you can purchase epic generals. I don't recommend it for the badges, but the dragon crystals, if you're done your refining of your dragons, then it's not a bad purchase. But the badges, you're going to need those to make Air's gear. Now, another place to get some of these specific generals is in here in the fragments. So if you look just right here, there is Oleg, he's in here, and John Portugal is in here as well, and Askia Muhammad is in here, and Ban Chow is also in here. So you can get some of these really good duty officers in here. And there's also some wall generals in here as well. So there's lots of good opportunities in here in the fragments. So make sure to play those every day, and then every other day when you get the free one. So that is my synopsis of who all the duty officers are and who you should be trying to get, and that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. This is Genghis, server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.